Yeah, nah.
No. Nope.
Hell no.
Welcome to the movies, pal. Your friendly neighborhood master of chaos here. I hope you're well. Sending lots of love your way. My friend, today we're talking about Jordan Peele's third movie. Can you believe he's only made 3 movies? I mean, technically he produced Candyman and Twilight Zone, so he's been busy. But in terms of movies, this is his third one. And of course, his career parallels M. Night Shyamalan's, which is distressing. But Shyamalan's third movie was an alien movie as well. Signs, which I love. I'm a big fan of Signs. But then after Signs, let's just say signs of wear and tear started to appear in Mr. Shyamalan's oeuvre.
What? No.
Will that happen with Jordan Peele? I don't know. But today, I do want to share my thoughts on Nope, which I think is a movie that is going to surprise a lot of people, maybe disappoint a lot of people, but it's certainly going to be one of the most unique films ever made this year, guaranteed. And are there going to be spoilers in this review? Nope. I'm going to be real with you, like I always am, and this might be heresy, but I'm not a big Jordan Peele movie fan. I liked Get Out up until the reveal, and then I thought it made no sense. It was creepy and stuff, but like the whole plot, I can't buy that whatsoever, and I'm surprised anybody does. Us is even worse. I think it has some creepy, great moments, but once you get to what's really happening, it's an unbelievable, unmitigated disaster of a plot. It makes no sense whatsoever. Just my opinion. But though people love those movies, fine. Let them love them. I'm not a fan. So I came into Nope a little trepidatious because I was like, oh man, I'm really out of step with this guy's, I'm not jiving with his movies. But I'm happy to report that Nope was a winner, a chicken dinner. And maybe it's because it's so outside the box and not exactly the movie that you think it's going to be that really worked for me. And I love when a movie takes a big swing and goes bonkers as long as it's earned. And this movie earns its bonkers swings. Let's talk about the plot. And like I said, no spoilers. Nope runs 2 hours and 10 minutes. While I'm a huge fan of Key and Peele and not so much a fan of Jordan's earlier movies, here he provides another jam-packed movie full of crazy stuff. But in my opinion, it works and it delivers. This is not the movie you might expect it to be, but I think it's a better version of a movie that someone else might have made. A brother and sister run a horse training farm for horses in the movies, and one day they inadvertently discover that something might be lurking just above the cloud cover over their small Southern California farm. This is an alien movie, a brother and sister relationship movie, and a big Hollywood science fiction movie all wrapped up in one. I loved the reveal at the end, as it does have some surprising bases in reality. You will be Googling YouTube videos and not sleeping for quite some time. Funny enough, my son, Little Master, predicted the plot, and while it may sound goofy, thinking of it in genre, mind-expanding ways, it works. At least it did for us. The creepy stuff here involves a monkey. His name is Gordy, and while I won't get too much into it for spoiler reasons, I felt that all that stuff could have easily been cut out and it would not have affected the movie at all. Again, while it was super creepy and effective, it almost felt like it had no real connection to the main characters and the plot at hand, and I'm not sure that we learned anything from those sequences that aided in the finale. At least that's what I think they were going for, but it didn't necessarily click for me. Now, this is definitely Jordan Peele's Spielberg movie, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Masterfully directed, great giant vistas, small moments and big moments mixed together. This is some really great popcorn stuff. However, it does have a very slow first act, which is a shame, and the movie could have benefited from some serious editing. I think it's a little too long. But beyond that, it is a solid little genre picture. I'm curious if you've seen it, what you think of the Gordy situation. Now, it is creepy and really freaky and really intense, and it works. And it is I mean, obviously, the only reason for it to exist is as character development for one character, but that doesn't really pay off. So I feel like they could have cut the Gordy stuff, as much as I love it, to focus on the Haywood Farm situation, because it's very off-putting. And I was like, okay, well, this is here for a reason, but then there doesn't really seem to be a reason for it, because it doesn't play, you know what I mean? It's like, if you're going to show us something, then this better pay off for another reason, and it doesn't. So it just felt weird to me. It just felt superfluous, and that would have aided in the pacing. I think cut that out, stay with what you have to, it would have to deal with, really. Then I think you probably could have had a movie that's under 2 hours long, but it still works. I think it still works with the weird chimpanzee situation. Another thing that I did love in the movie was a throwback to one of my favorite stores of all time, Fry's Electronics. Now, it's big here in California. They went out of business, I think, a year before the pandemic shut everything down anyway. So we lost Fry's Electronics. However, this movie has immortalized the Burbank location. Now, everything in a Fry's store is themed. The Burbank, Southern California location for Fry's was themed after, can you guess? What would this movie be about? Well, aliens, right? Yep, it's themed after aliens. There's a big old fucking spaceship crashed right into the front of it. You see it in the movie. It's not a set design. So I don't know if it's Jordan Peele, tipping his hat to Fry's and showing people, hey folks, I love Los Angeles and I love this store. Or if it was a production design situation like, hey, there's a Fry's that has a spaceship crashed into it. Maybe they can go shopping there, and maybe that was it. I don't know. But I love seeing that. I love being back in Fry's. However, I do take, not umbrage, but there's a part where they're checking out, and where they're checking out isn't where they would normally check out at Fry's. So it's a little incorrect, but whatever. No one's really going to know unless you've been in the Fry's, and it's not going to really affect your enjoyment of the movie. Boy, I've tiptoed around spoilers for you, and I'm very proud of myself. Don't worry, I've given nothing away with this review. And by the way, I'm not wearing this shirt for nothing, but not going to say any more on that. Let's give it a rating. 4 stars. That's right, 4 stars. I thought this movie was really damn good. I would have given it 5. However, I think it's a little too long. I think it drags in places a little too much, even when you're setting the tone and the pace and the feeling and the mood. It's a little... that first act could have, been sped up a little bit, and the whole Gordy situation, as much as I think it works, it's unnecessary to the plot. So there's a couple elements that work against it for me, but I absolutely loved the ending. It is a mind-blowing thing when the connections are all made and the reveals are happening. You're like, wow, this is science fiction. This is a whole new level of science fiction, and it really works. One thing is clear, Jordan Peele loves genre cinema. He's also a really funny dude, so I'm looking forward to seeing what he brings to us next. Okay, Bugaboo, it's time to close the theater down. Thank you for joining me for this review of Jordan Peele's No, but it was not disappointing. I was very impressed with this movie, and I think you will be too. Just go in open-minded. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't want to give too much away. I gotta grab the curtain, pull it across the silver screen here. I hope to see you again. I love you so much. If you're new here, do consider subscribing, because that means you and I get to hang out again, and I would really love that. Until we meet again, I'm gonna miss your smiling face, because the theater is closed for now.